Let's be honest. We all have that one snack we crave after a rough day. Delicious, convenient, and, let's face it, probably bad for us. But here's the real kicker. This isn't an accident. Our food system is engineered for profit, not health. The industrialized, edible substance industry has spent decades perfecting products that are cheap to make and impossible to resist. Billions are spent to keep us in the dark, funding biased research, lobbying against health regulations, and marketing directly to kids. This isn't just about calories or fat. It's about power, money, and deception on a global scale. A handful of corporations have reshaped our diets, making the cheapest foods the most harmful. They've done it all while pretending to be our friends, sponsoring events and claiming to feed the world. Tonight we're pulling back the curtain on big food, how they design addiction, manipulate politics, and why this isn't just unethical, it's corrupt. Understanding the problem is the first step to fixing it, because if we don't, our food system will keep fueling chronic disease, all with a smiley mascot on the box. It's time to get angry, and get educated. Let's expose the delicious lie we're all being fed, and start demanding better. So, what exactly is an ultra-processed food, or UPF? If your food's ingredient list reads like a chemistry set, emulsifiers, flavor enhancers, artificial sweeteners, you're looking at a UPF. This isn't just about TV dinners. Most packaged breads, snacks, cereals, sodas, and frozen pizzas fall into this category. In the US and UK, UPFs make up nearly 60% of calories consumed. The difference isn't just added sugar or salt, it's the degree of manipulation. Homemade bread is processed. Factory bread with a 3-week shelf life is ultra-processed. The goal? Maximum shelf life, intense flavor, and low cost. Great for profits, terrible for health. If you can't tell the difference between a can of chickpeas and neon cheese puffs, they win, and right now they're winning. Here's the sinister part. These foods are engineered to make you lose control. Food scientists chase the bliss point, the perfect mix of salt, sugar, and fat that hijacks your brain's reward system. It's not about taste, it's about making food neurologically irresistible. Even texture is designed to keep you eating. Foods that melt in your mouth trick your brain into thinking you've eaten less. Fiber and protein are stripped out so you never feel full. The result? A cycle of craving and consumption that's great for business, disastrous for health. The industry claims they're just meeting demand, but they created the demand, spending billions to convince us that cooking is a chore, and happiness comes in a box. They target kids early, building lifelong customers. Studies now show UPFs can trigger addictive behaviors similar to drugs. When food is designed to bypass your body's natural signals, it stops being just food. It becomes a psychoactive substance. And the people behind it? They're not chefs. They're dealers. If UPFs are so bad, why isn't anyone stopping them? Because big food uses the same playbook as tobacco and oil. Spend millions on lobbying to block health laws, fund research that muddies the science, and threaten governments with lawsuits or lost jobs if they try to regulate. They capture science by funding studies that always seem to say their products are fine, or that exercise, not diet, is the real problem. When cities try to tax soda or restrict junk food ads, corporations threaten legal and economic retaliation. And their masterpiece? Blaming individuals. If you're sick, it's your fault. You made bad choices. This narrative deflects blame from their products and practices. They make healthy choices hard and expensive, then shame you for not making them. It's a self-perpetuating machine of profit and public harm. And it's working. This isn't just unethical, it's corruption, plain and simple. Corruption is the abuse of entrusted power for private gain. Here, our public institutions are supposed to protect us, but corporate money undermines them at every turn. Funding biased research, lobbying against health policies, intimidating governments, these are all forms of corruption. It's not a few bad apples, it's the whole orchard. Big food uses the same tactics as big tobacco, and big oil distort science, manipulate policy, and profit from harm. We need to stop calling this clever marketing or aggressive lobbying. Let's call it what it is: the corruption of our food system, our governments, and our health. Naming the problem is the first step to solving it. The issue isn't just sugar or fat, it's the abuse of power for profit, and we all pay the price. Facing this corrupt system, it's easy to feel powerless, but that's exactly what they want. We can fight back, starting with our choices, but not ending there. Support local food systems. Every dollar spent at a farmer's market is a vote against the industrial machine, but individual action isn't enough. Demand systemic change, clear labeling, bans on junk food marketing to kids, and taxes on unhealthy products to fund public health. These aren't radical ideas. They work. Get loud. Call out corruption when you see it. Support journalists and researchers exposing the truth. Naming the corruption strips away the industry's respectability and shifts the conversation to corporate accountability. Most importantly, stop believing the lie that this is normal or that nothing can be done. Big Food's power is built on our money and our complacency. We can choose to withdraw both. Demand more from our food, our companies, and our governments. Every label read, every local farmer supported, every politician held accountable is a crack in their armor. It's time to take our food system back.